Updating the developing story, WJZ first brought you as breaking news this morning. A Prince George's County police officer fires on a man who he says reached for a gun during a drug bust near FedEx Field. The suspect died, and the police chief says he was an armed drug dealer who may have committed a series of robberies. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren is live in Landover with the chief's comments. Mike?
Jessica, we're less than a 5-minute drive from FedEx Field. This unfolded just after 9 o'clock last night. Police say they got a tip from a citizen in the community that there was an armed drug dealer. They confronted that person. He ran. They chased him about 25 yards. There were 2 special ops officers involved in that chase. They caught up to the guy. There was a struggle. They say he reached down in his waistband for a gun. That's when at least one of these officers opened fire. The chief here explains more about what happened.
The emergency services team officers, this is very important, observed that individual with a handgun. And that individual, by the account of those officers, was reaching for that handgun. They then tried to prevent him from accessing it and pointing it at them. In that process, one of those 2 officers perceived that individual to be a direct threat to both himself and the other officer and discharged, we believe, to be no more than 3 rounds.
Police have not identified the officer. They also have not identified the man who lost his life here. They say the suspect was not part of a gang, but part of a loosely affiliated group of criminals who's behind several robberies in this community. Live in Landover, Mike Helgren, WJZ.